This video covers how to see results from a quiz. I've just taken APA Homework 1, Plagiarism. This is the one that you have to take over and over until you get it completed. And there's 4 multiple choice questions, and it immediately shows me my answers to any multiple choice questions. I can go through, I can immediately take it over again, and what I suggest is that until you get your essay question graded, you get all of the multiple choice questions right, and you just copy and paste your same answer. I recommend doing 1, 2, 3 and lining it up to make sure that you're specifically answering number 1, number 2, and number 3. One of the most common mistakes I see is that students will say something that's along the lines of, you have to put it in your own words. If you're only changing a few words and leaving the structure the same, then you still have to cite it. That's not correct. Either you copy directly and you quote it and you include the citation and page number, or you completely change the words, change the structure, and use a citation. You are always using a citation when you use their idea. It has nothing to do with how much you change the words. It has to do with the basic information or idea. And again, in scientific writing and academic writing, we're giving credit, but we're also using that as evidence. So your citations are not a sign of weakness that I couldn't think of this on my own, but actually a sign of strength that I got this idea from somewhere else. It's already been something that's been powerful. Now you can immediately just click on the quiz and take it over again. You don't need to wait for me to grade. And that's so you can get your multiple choice right. Once you have taken it, so you can see here it says needs grading, but I can still click, and once it's graded I'll see a number here between 0 and 10 because it's out of 10, and I can look down here, and at first I showed you this looks the same way it did at first, but once I grade it, if you have a mistake, I will give you a sense of what it is. If you gave me a really short answer, I might just say you need to add more detail. But generally, if you've given me a fairly decent shot, I'm going to tell you what you need to change to make it a better answer. And I give you an example answer that you can see immediately that gives you a sense of what sort of thing I'm looking here. This is not meant to be a tricky quiz. This is meant to be a chance for me to make sure that you truly understand plagiarism before you turn anything in for me. That's why you have to get a 10 out of 10. So you can find the feedback here. Let me go over it again really quickly. You go to My Grades. You find the assignment you're looking for. And then here, it's not obvious, especially with the numbers. It's not obvious that there's a number here that you can click. It just looks like a normal number, but when you hover over it, you can click on it. You'll see all the answers, and then you'll also see my feedback. Something important to remember is that it takes me time to grade. And so I say you got to give me at least 2 days to grade it. But the thing is, you need to start taking it pretty early. If you wait until the last minute and you don't get it right the first time, you're going to have late penalties, even though you tried it first, even though your first submission was before the deadline. It's up to you to make sure that you submit it in time to make corrections if you need them.